In the rarefied world of classical ballet, traditions centuries old dictated what a ballerina should look like, until one woman redefined the very essence of a prima ballerina. This is the story of how a girl who slept on motel room floors became the first African-American principal dancer at the American Ballet Theatre, transforming not just her life, but the art form itself. Born in Kansas City and raised in San Pedro, California, Misty Copeland's childhood was marked by instability and struggle. She and her 5 siblings moved constantly, sometimes living in a single motel room where they slept on couches or the floor. At age 13, at her local Boys and Girls Club, ballet teacher Cynthia Bradley noticed something extraordinary in the shy, undeveloped girl. Bradley offered free classes, beginning Misty's journey in an art form most begin studying in early childhood. The ballet world was quick to point out everything wrong with Misty. She received rejection letters stating, "You have the wrong body for ballet, and at 13 you are too old to be considered." But Misty persevered, moving in with her teacher during the week to continue training. In just months, she was dancing in pointe, a skill that typically takes years to master. By 15, she won first place in the prestigious Music Center Spotlight Awards. Yet as she progressed, the barriers became more pronounced. She was told her muscular physique, darker skin tone, and larger bust didn't conform to ballet's traditional aesthetic. In 2000, Misty joined American Ballet's theater studio company, beginning what would become a groundbreaking career. For the first decade, she was the only Black woman in the nearly 100-dancer company. The discrimination was sometimes explicit, like when she was pulled from a film performance of Swan Lake because staff said she would ruin the aesthetic. Despite these obstacles, her talent was undeniable. She became ABT's second African American female soloist in 2007, the first in 2 decades. On June 30th, 2015, after 75 years of American Ballet Theatre's existence, Misty Copeland was promoted to principal dancer, the first African-American woman to achieve this highest rank. But Misty knew her responsibility extended beyond performance. She became a vocal advocate for diversity in ballet, launching initiatives like Project Plea and later establishing the Misty Copeland Foundation, saying, "You shouldn't have to have a certain body type. You shouldn't have to have a certain skin color or be a specific age. If you have the right dedication, commitment, and support, I think anyone should be able to do this." Through injuries, discrimination, and unimaginable pressure, Misty transformed ballet from the inside, proving that technique has no color and greatness can emerge from the most unlikely places.
What is it that ballet should be in this day and age?
It should be open to anyone being a part of it.
Misty Copeland's journey from a homeless childhood to the pinnacle of ballet represents more than personal triumph. It's a revolution in pointe shoes. She dismantled centuries of exclusionary traditions and created what the dance world now calls the Misty effect, inspiring generations of dancers who previously never saw themselves represented in classical ballet. Her story teaches us that barriers are meant to be broken, and true artistry flourishes when we make space for every voice, every body, and every background. Misty Copeland, who became the first Black woman to become a principal dancer at the American Ballet Theatre, announced her retirement from the company after 25 years with them. Her final performance was scheduled for October 22nd, 2025. Her legacy extends well beyond technique and roles. She has been a visible symbol of inclusion, advocating for access and representation in ballet through her own work and as a founder of the Misty Copeland Foundation. We wish her the best.